Sports Illustrated, famous for its iconic swimsuit covers over the years, is making headlines and history with its latest edition. At 81 years old, Martha Stewart has become the oldest cover girl to pose for the publication.
I think this is great. Celebrating women, you don't have to be a perfect, model in your 20s. She looks beautiful. She looks great. I'm all for it.
And she looks happy.
Am I the only hater?
She does.
I'm going to be a hater. I'm not down with it. Like, she's 80. Are we going to put like 90-year-olds on the cover? Like,
Sure,
it's like,
why not?
It's like putting obese people
I
on
know
the cover.
30-year-olds who don't look that good.
My Mima looked great in a bathing suit.
I'm not
and she was so
down with
proud
it.
of it.
I just look, I don't want to give young girls complexes, so I understand that we don't want to feed unhealthy perceptions among young people. We also don't need to go nuts with it, right? It's like telling people that like Lizzo's healthy or something. I'm sorry, you're not. Like,
I think compare Martha Stewart.
no, but it's just like it's like this whole movement of like, oh, we have to have the oldest, we have to do this, we have to do that. I don't know. I'm not down with it.
I don't want to like give young women a complex, but I'm gonna try anyway. I'm just gonna push past that impulse and attack this woman. I think what is happening there is sort of notable in that like KAYLEIGH MCENANAY and Harris Faulkner are both fine with this, so that's good. I'm a little bit surprised they're fine with it. Lisa Booth is like, wait, what show do you guys think you're on? We're supposed to be insulting people. How dare she be old and show skin? That's our whole thing. We're women who are supposed to attack women constantly. We're women who are supposed to say women are the worst. They should shut up. They should cover up unless they're hot. Then they should uncover. They should have the exact same sort of hair of the same length. They should wear the same sorts of dresses. They should show their legs. And they're bad. They're bad, bad, bad. And you guys are getting down on me because I'm the one doing this. That's what this show is. So Lisa Booth, I think, is doing what's necessary to move up in the ranks at Fox. Emma, what do you think?
Oh yeah, so she saw like, oh wait, KAYLEIGh MCENANAY just had a moment where she acted like a human. This is my opportunity. Even though I know the brunette thing is kind of working against me in the Rupert Murdoch-owned Fox News situation, but look, I can get one up on the blonde here. I mean, it's the gratuitous bringing up of Lizzo too. God, like enough about this one singer. They're obsessed with her because she's black and because she's a woman and because she doesn't really care about appealing to these incredibly stringent and harmful standards in and of themselves of body image. She just is herself. And I'm pretty sure she's just like a band geek, right? She likes the flute. Yeah. I mean, give me a break. But back to Martha Stewart. You're gonna be old one day too, Lisa Booth. You're gonna be that age one day too. And I hope that whoever you're with thinks you're still as beautiful as Martha Stewart looks on that cover. That's the purpose of this kind of stuff, is they're trying to bring in new audiences, right? I'm sure Sports Illustrated had a focus group and made this decision based on making money, right? So we don't need to glean too much from this. But I just couldn't care less. And that's honestly one of, being a leftist is much harder than being a right winger because it's difficult to like constantly be beating back this kind of stuff. But I will say there's one thing that we're liberated from, and that is caring about the anatomy of Disney characters, sexual orientation of parents in Pixar movies, and things like Sports Illustrated covers. Yeah. But they fixate on this because they want, the 85-year-old Fox and Friends viewer to be like, yeah, I want to see a hot lady like Farrah Fawcett on the cover, not an old one like me. Oh wait.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's weird because like for most of their viewers, she is a younger woman.
Yeah.
How is that? Are you not entertained?
Exactly.
But yeah, look, I'm glad that they're at least talking about a human. They're not talking about the pronouns of a transformer or whatever, or what's going on under the pink one's shell in an M&M's bag. But anyway,
they have such internalized misogyny. It's just baffling. Yeah. It must be hard to live with that.
Misogyny. 100%. Yeah. People point out that Lizzo is obviously very active on social issues too, so they certainly hate that. We have just a little bit more of this interaction. Let's take a look.
Do you feel that Sports Illustrated is relegated to a certain look, and therefore, if she was on the cover of maybe Women's Health or Town and Country, like you're okay with this, but just on a different medium?
Yeah, like there's this whole thing now, and she's actually attractive, but there's this whole thing now where we're told that like beauty is someone who's like objectively not attractive, right? Like we're just in this like weird. I don't like the societal stuff that's going on right now.
I think this is tasteful. I think she looks beautiful.
Not her specifically, but we're told like like hairy armpits is attractive. Like it's not. You know what I mean? Like I want to live in I just want to live in reality. That's all I want to do.
Yeah, no, you don't want to live in reality. You want to live in a very strict, structured, easy to understand, easy to read and reply to reality. You want to believe falsely that there are objective standards of whatever, beauty, gender, whatever. If I just do this exact thing, then I'll be okay. I won't be scared of the big, wide, dangerous world. There are places where hairy armpits are considered perfectly attractive. There are places where blondes are considered attractive. People with long hair that is black or red or whatever, or shaved heads, tattoos, piercings, different sorts of clothing. Every place has different standards of beauty. What the hell are you talking about with objective there? All she means is, and this is the beginnings of every one of the anti-woke things. We liked it when we just got to assume that us, specific sort of white person, whatever we liked at a particular time, that was the standard. That's it. It's good. It's right. It should be upheld. How dare anyone else bring up anything else? And she doesn't like the idea that that's not what is true. I mean, it wasn't true then, but now companies aren't even like trying to pretend actively that it is. And she chafes at that clearly. Any final thought?
I'm sorry for calling you a brunette, Lisa Booth. I really underestimated the blonde highlights. She's trying to make it work. She knows what the target demo is. I got a better look at her hair there. Yeah, she's in the in between. So, but yeah, like it must be incredibly oppressive to work in that workplace. And you just start to believe your own BS at a certain point, and that's got to be some sort of poison. I don't know, what it is, but I can't imagine like being that hateful towards other women and not showing any semblance of solidarity. It's a sad life, frankly.
100%. By the way, I see people in the chat are like, and I'm not going to call anyone specific, saying like, no, I'm not going to say, like someone said, I'm not going to say that hairy armpits are attractive just because I'm a progressive. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is not everybody has to like the same thing. That's just how it works. I don't like the same thing that you do. Emma and I are not attracted to the same thing. I'm not attracted to the same thing that I was a few years ago. Like
exactly. I mean, honestly, it's about the right consistently naturalizing just what is in existence right now. Mass media has created a standard of beauty over the past, 50, 60 years that is very white, very European focused in terms of like what the traits that they have been deemed attractive are. But that's like less than 100 years old. We're not talking about something that was sent down by Jesus and God. No, like it just, these things change. And that's what these magazines are trying to tap into. It's really not that hard to understand.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.